Welcome, Leo rising signs of the zodiac, to your horoscope for the month of December 2025. I'm Cosmic Girl. Trusty you're doing well, and thank you for joining me here. Okay, let's open up the video talking about your planetary ruler, which is the sun, where the sun is transiting, what natal house that is for you, what could be going on around you as a Leo rising sign in the month of December. Okay, so we open up the month of December with your chart ruler, the sun, being in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. This is the house of your children, if applicable to you. It's a house of intimacy, creativity, recreation, and leisure pursuits. It's a house where we enjoy life of our own free will. And with the sun cruising in Sagittarius, opening up the month of December to the 21st, it'd be hard to imagine Leo rising signs aren't just rolling with it, learning to open up their horizons, enjoy life. Just, hey, it's the end of the year, it's party time. And Leo rising signs have a pretty cruisy month. It shifts on the 21st, but nothing too severe for the Leo rising signs, with their chart ruler, the sun, going into Capricorn on the 21st. So, primarily, what's going on for Leo rising signs? Youthful expression, optimism about the future, wanting to learn and engage with the world at large, opening up to travel, different philosophies, talking about religion, thinking about different cultures, maybe even wanting to get your head in the books, learn about something that you never thought you'd bloody learn about. That might start to tick your boxes when the sun is in adventure seeking Sagittarius, to open up the mind, body, spirit, and soul. Quite lovely for Leo rising signs with their planetary ruler, the sun, positioned in Sagittarius, the fifth house of pleasure. Wonderful way to open up the video and open up the month of December. On the 5th, we are having our last full moon of 2025, and it's a full moon in Gemini at 13 degrees in your natal 11th house. Gemini is excitable, youthful, optimistic, it's diverse, it likes variety and action. And this is your natal 11th house of friends, groups and organizations, your dreams and your goals, allies and benefactors. And we've got a full moon lighting it up. So this is good news. Quite simply, this is good news coming towards the Leo rising signs on the 5th. This could be a big win, a happy, youthful win for a friend or a group or an organization that you've been proactively engaged with, a dream or goal that you have been working hard away at behind the scenes may come into fruition on the 5th of December. Delightful full moon ending 2025. Enjoy, Leo rising signs. The next day on the 6th, we have a grand water trine. These have been happening in succession for the last month and a half. So another grand water trine in your personal natal chart. These are private houses, the 4th, 12th, and 8th houses. So with a grand water trine, you're all up in your feels, just taking everything in, maybe slowly digesting what you learned on the 5th of December with that full moon in Gemini. And on the 6th, you're just sort of embodying all the information, the feels, the emotions, and just going with the flow. You may feel extra tired or just like, oh, I just need to take a break on the 6th of December with a grand water trine in your private houses. On the 8th, we have Mars square Saturn, a malefic square. Okay, very interesting, Leo rising signs. This is where we can see a big push for power. We want what we want, we love what we love, and we're not going to stop until we get it kind of day on the 8th. So there's like a fire lit under your feet with something that's very personal and near and dear to you on the 8th, and you're coming up against an obstacle that you refuse to let block your progression. Interesting day on the 8th. On the 11th, Neptune goes direct in Pisces in your 8th house, where Saturn is also transiting at 29 degrees. And we also have on the 11th, Mercury ingressing back into Sagittarius, your 5th house, joining your chart ruler, the Sun, and Venus and Mars until the 1st of January 2026. Okay, so let's talk about Mercury going direct just quickly. So This is the private part of your chart as well. The eighth house is the house of death, transformation, inheritance, and others' resources. And now Neptune's direct. There's something about that natal eighth house that's clearing up. May have been some time that has been confusing or, unsure about others' resources that help you transform, or other resources that have been, higgledy-piggledy. Will come the 11th, things look more optimistic now, Neptune's direct. So that's quite positive if you have a financial interest with anyone in your life, be it intimate, business, or otherwise. Quite nice with Neptune going direct. Mercury ingressing back into Sagittarius, your fifth house. Okay, so from the 11th to the 1st of January 2026, Mercury is in detriment and Sagittarius in the house of pleasure for you, what you love and enjoy. And then the only thing I can suggest from one human being to another, knowing the archetypal meaning of Mercury's detriment, dignity in Sagittarius, is don't overextend yourself with money, travel schedules that you know you can't keep up with, and communication that makes you feel like you are basically hitting your head up against the wall. Think moral and ethical arguments, political arguments, differences of opinion. Don't engage. Simple as, because Mercury in Sagittarius goes extra hard. You don't need to. Mercury in Sagittarius has us feeling like we're trying to sell a product. We don't need to. So no way of extending the self, no boundaries. Don't spend too much money, and don't schedule yourself so much that you end up with burnout with Mercury in your fifth house, because this is the house of joy and pleasure. And we don't want to go overboard where we can't commit and we can't keep up the pace. On the 15th, we have Mars going into Capricorn, where Mars is exalted in your sixth house of work, schedule, routine, your daily round, until the 23rd of January 2026. Okay, so the stellium's now loosening up in your fifth house, where Mercury, Venus, the Sun is, and now they're slowly going to move into the sixth house of the daily round. Now, Mars functions very well in Capricorn. So if you want to roll up your sleeves and get a job done, this is it. Because Mars in Capricorn will fight and have sheer will and strength and power to knock over things that need to be accomplished. Think clearing out garages, getting back to the gym, getting on top of your routines, getting the right sleep, getting the right diet, getting shit done. This is the transit to do it, with Mars in the sixth house on the 15th of January to the 15th of December to the 23rd of January 2026. Really empowering transit. This is like having a fire under your feet to go, I just want it done. You can make it happen with Mars exalted in your sixth house of labor. On the 20th, we have a new moon in Sagittarius in your natal fifth house at 28 degrees. Really quite lovely. New moon in Sagittarius in the house of things that fill you up, that make you feel all warm and fuzzy as a Leo rising sign. Is it a holiday destination, a new course, a new book, a new religious path, new cooking class, hanging out with diverse, different people? All up for grabs with a new moon in Sagittarius. New creative outlooks and pursuits. Sagittarius wants us to extend further than we currently are. So this new moon gets you all inspired and optimistic to engage with people, places, and things that are enthusiastic and uplifting. So a new moon is ripe for the taking should you want it. Anything to do with children, if applicable to you, intimacy, creative pursuits, leisure and pleasure, it's all up for grabs on the 20th, and you're all in. The next day, solstice. Okay, so the sun represents Leo rising sign. This is your planetary ruler, and the sun is still in the sky. Sun, still. The sun is still. So the 21st is a great day to take stock, breathe, relax, chill kind of day. Take a moment on the 21st to just anchor in, ground, drink really good, healthy herbal teas, nutritious food, just be with nature, be with the self. Just a nice, quiet day is available should you need it or even want it with the solstice. So the solstice is where the sun is about to turn. In the northern hemisphere, it's the shortest day of the year. And that's when the sun is every day moving forward from the 21st is going to get higher and higher in the sky in the northern hemisphere. Whilst the southern hemisphere, it's the longest day of the year and the sun is high in the sky. And every day after the 21st in the southern hemisphere, the sun is slowly going to come down. So the 21st of December is always a standout day at the solstice point for Leo rising signs. This is where you start to know the pace is picking up. The sun will be in Capricorn in your 6th house, joining Mars. Later down the track, Venus and Mercury on the 1st will be here as well. Little stellium going on in your 6th house now. So when your chart ruler is in Capricorn for 4 weeks, what inspires you to get cracking on self-improvement is the tonic. Think, I want to cleanse my body. I want to have control and leadership over my life. I want something foundational and practical that I can work with. And that means getting my environment and surroundings just right. So you're focused on precision and routine that works well with you and your schedule. Really nice. With the sun in Capricorn for 4 weeks. Oh, lucky Leo rising signs. Not only do you have Mars exalted in Capricorn to help you execute your well-laid plans and get your general soldier power on in streamlining and structuring your daily life with precision, you now have Venus joining your planetary ruler, the sun. And Venus brings love and value to what you're engaged with. Whistling while you work, rolling up those sleeves, getting it done. The value of being on top of your game is the tonic with Venus in Capricorn from the 24th of December to the 17th of January 2026. So let's close out this video discussing your planetary rule of the sun, Leo rising sign. That solstice point is pivotal. It's really important when the sun is at the solstice points or the equinox points of the calendar year. When the sun is in Capricorn, it's increasing in light through Western tropical astrology teachings, which means you as a Leo rising sign are rising in prominence. And with the slow rise, you're getting your foundations set right for the year to come. Come the equinox on March 22nd, 2026, your chart ruler, the sun, is exalted in Aries. Aries is a fire yang cardinal sign that heralds an initiation, a new turn, a new direction for Leo rising signs to engage with at their own free will. You're on an accelerating path now of empowerment, self-empowerment, leadership, autonomy, control over you, your heart's desire, what you want, what you love will be easily displayed amongst people that are near and dear to you. But you are revving up your motor slowly from the 21st of December moving forward into 2026. You're getting a groove on. You're just idling the car. Come the equinox on the 22nd of March 2026, you put the foot down on the pedal and you go. So we're setting the stage for something foundational, practical, something that really is in alignment with the self, with the sun ending 2025, moving into 2026 in the zodiac sign of I want to be the best. I want to be on top of my game, zodiac sign, Capricorn. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, Leo rising signs. I hope you have a stellar December of 2025. If you'd like to work one-on-one with me regarding your own natal chart, I could be contacted at the email being cosmicgirl101@protonmail.com. Till next year, You stay cosmic.